Good morning. Respected Minister of State, Shri Jitendra Singh Ji, respected Secretary, Shri Srinivas Garu, Mr. Tripathi, Mr. Rajput and Jayesh Ranjan Ji, and of course our dear friend Secretary MeitY, Ajay Sani Ji. I welcome you all to this National Conference on E-Governance in Hyderabad. I thank the Department of Administrative Reforms and MeitY, Government of India, for choosing Hyderabad as a venue. As we all know, the government that actually governs the least is the best governance, is what is said. Now, lots of process and technology interventions have been made by many state governments and central governments since independence to increase convenient and transparent service delivery using technology. Still, there are issues in quality of services rendered by the governments, and the processes followed are still archaic, which can certainly be improved. There's always scope for improvement. Our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri K. Chandrasekhar Rao Garu, whenever we talk to him about technology, whenever we tell him about all the new things that are coming out as part of our emerging technologies wing, he only has one piece of advice to offer to the IT department and to the IT professionals and to the entire industry as well. He only says, a developing nation like India, no matter how fancy a technology is, unless it has the ability to have a larger societal impact, unless it has the ability to help the common man and make his pain points, go away, there is no point in really talking about any kind of technology. Any technology that does not have a societal impact, a positive societal impact, is futile, is what he says. So therefore, in that spirit, we have, since the formation of Telangana, our government has been working continuously on the above utopian objective of governance via and service delivery via electronic means. Transparency, accountability, of course, is the key goal of e-governance. So therefore, keeping that in mind, let me share with you a couple of things that Telangana has done exceptionally well. Me Seva is our unique offering to the citizens of the state. And I'm happy to share with you that in the last 7.5+ years of Telangana's formation, today we stand number 1 in the country on electronic service delivery for every 1,000 citizens. Me Seva has been completely re-engineered with technology and process changes and is rolled out as Me Seva 2.0 in early 2017. It's a highly scalable platform serving on an average of 100,000 citizens, 1 lakh citizens every day through the 4,500 centers across the state of Telangana. As per e-Tal of the Government of India, Me Seva ranks first in terms of number of e-transactions per 1,000 population. Just to give you a sense of how well Me Seva has done over the last few years, the cumulative number of citizens served since 2014 is about 21 crore different services. And the total amount which has been transacted using Me Seva is a staggering 29,000 crore of rupees. About $4 billion worth of transactions have happened through Me Seva in the last 7.5 years. To promote digital payments, the government of Telangana has launched what is called as T-Wallet, Telangana Wallet, a digital wallet in June 2017, which is working exceptionally well. Since the launch of T-Wallet in 2017, more than 2.6 crore transactions have happened through this digital wallet, and the amount that has been transacted again is staggering, 14,000 crores of rupees that has happened since 2017. This bi-directional wallet, owned and operated for the first time by any state government in India, is an anytime, anywhere digital payment option for everyone. It serves through online, which is desktop, laptop, a smartphone, feature phone, and even when you have no phone, you can certainly use T-Wallet. As I mentioned, it is again a wallet which we are very proud of and the services that we have been able to deliver. There are more than 60 crore smartphones in our country, in India, and this number is increasing rapidly every single day. Since 2017, our government in Telangana has decided that not only e-governance, but we should also start looking at M-governance, mobile governance option as well. As part of this, we've launched what is called as the T-App Folio, which is the M-Governance initiative, and it was launched in 2018, which enables every citizen to transact directly with the government. G2C services, government to citizen services, B2C services, VAS and info services through the mobile platform are also available. T-App Folio is also the only app in India that currently enables application and certificate services to be delivered directly to citizens. T-App also can be accessed on smartphones as well as feature phones. It is currently recording close to 10,000 transactions per day, and T-App Folio again hosts more than 270 plus services covering about 32 different government departments. Thus, the state has made a transition from digitization, from electronic governance to mobile governance in the last 6 years. Number of smart governance initiatives that we have, where we have leveraged emerging technologies is something again I wanted to share with you and the Honorable Minister. Government of Telangana has signed an MOU with Government of Estonia, a country that is known as a European country that is known as a pioneer in e-governance, which is regarded as a benchmark and a standard in terms of seamless service delivery through smartphones and PCs and through the famous X-Road platform. In Estonia, citizens visit a government office only for 3 services relating to marriage and the purchase of immovable property and also citizens. All other services, including voting in general elections, striving towards this vision in a presenceless and contactless manner. And this is something that I think we also as a government need to be looking at. Striving towards this vision, Telangana government has started exploring the usage of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, big data in government to achieve anytime, anywhere citizen services delivery, leveraging AI, ML, big data and deep learning. The service flow in some departments like Transport Department for renewal of driving license, annual life certificate submission by retired employees, application for degree online admissions, application for passport renewal, identification of voters during voting, etc., are analyzed to understand issues in existing processes. A new platform called as the Real-Time Digital Authentication of Identity, RTDAI, was designed and implemented by the Government of Telangana from 2019. This is a total process re-engineering in which citizen services are provided through a smartphone, anytime, anywhere in a presenceless and contactless manner without citizen visiting the government office. This is achieved by leveraging the power of emerging technologies like AI, ML, deep learning and big data. Now just to give you a few examples, PLCS, Pensioner Life Certificate through Selfie, was launched in the year 2019 by Government of Telangana. Government pensioners are required to file annual life certificates every year. For this purpose, they were to go out of house and to visit some office in a Mi-Seva center. Using PLCS, government pensioners in Telangana can submit annual life certificates through T-App Folio by entering their pension ID, name and uploading a selfie from the comfort of their home. About 30,000 pensioners have used in 2019. About 45,000 pensioners have availed this service in 2020, and more than 100,000 pensioners have used this service so far in the year 2021. Government of India also has launched a very similar application in November 2021. Now another application which we are very proud of, FEST, Friendly Electronic Services in Transport Department. About 17 services of the Transport Department in driving license, learner license, permit and registration services are launched from July 2020. These 17 services can be availed from the T-App Folio through a smartphone. Telangana citizen today can renew a driving license through a smartphone from home on a Sunday or even an office holiday. This is a service delivery, a first of its kind in India and perhaps available in very, very few countries across the world as well. RTDAI solutions are relevant for all states in India, and some central ministries like the Ministry of External Affairs, Defence, Pensioners, the Election Commission of India, UIDAI, etc., they're all relevant, in fact, to many other departments. By harnessing the power of AI, ML and deep learning together, with the phenomenal reach of smartphones, a paradigm shift is being taught in the way citizens interact with governments in the state. Another very important initiative of Government of Telangana, because we believe that if citizens truly have to be empowered, especially in the post-pandemic world, both digital literacy and also digital infrastructure are equally important. So therefore, in accordance with the vision of our Honorable Chief Minister Shri KCR Garu, we have launched a project called as the T-Fiber, a fiber optic network to each and every home, which establishes a state-of-the-art digital network infrastructure that is long-lasting, resilient, secure, scalable and carrier-grade to provide affordable, high-speed 10 Mbps broadband connectivity, 100 Mbps broadband connectivity from state headquarters to all homes, government offices and enterprises in the state of Telangana. The goal is to connect 30,000 government institutions in phase 1 and to connect 51 lakh rural and 32 lakh urban houses in phase 2, and also to connect cellular towers on demand. The other initiatives which we are very proud of as a state, we have launched a unique wing in Government of Telangana under the Ministry of Information Technology called as the Emerging Technologies Wing. And we have not only made sure that we come out with policies to back our planning, we have also ensured that government becomes the first customer to provide proofs of concept to our entrepreneurs. Telangana today is the first state in the country to launch an actionable policy framework for artificial intelligence. In fact, we had declared the year 2020 as the year of AI. The Telangana AI mission, called as the TAIM, has been formed in partnership with NASSCOM to execute this strategy. Cloud adoption has been mandated within the government and an easy to adopt framework has been released to support the same. Agri-tech has been given a push through initiatives such as AI-based pest management, AI for AI, artificial intelligence for agri-innovation in partnership with the World Economic Forum, and the National E-Governance Plan for Agriculture. Through the Medicine from Sky initiative, our state has become, Telangana has become the first state to pilot beyond visual range of sight drone delivery of vaccines and blood, and this was launched by Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia in last year in Vikarabad. Before I conclude, since the Honorable Minister of State Jitendra Singh Ji is here, I wanted to make 3 specific requests through him to Government of India. So we are a very progressive state and we have emerged as a state that has really adopted electronic governance and mobile governance initiatives in the last 7 years for the benefit of our citizens. In fact, I believe number of Telangana's initiatives can be emulated by other states in India, and I am very confident that Telangana can in fact partner with other states and share our learning experiences, because I don't think each of our states need to reinvent the wheel. We need to work with each other, we need to learn from each other, and we need to adopt best practices, and we need to start looking at next practices also as part of our vision to make a stronger India. The 3 specific requests I have for you, sir. Sir, back in 2012-13, the then Union government had granted what was called as Information Technology Investment Region, an ITIR for Hyderabad. Sir, Hyderabad is one of the most important technology destinations in the country, as you are aware. And as a very progressive government, with our efforts under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, we've been able to increase our IT exports from 57,000 crores in 2013-14 to 1,45,000 crores as of last year, June. That shows the kind of growth Hyderabad has had over the last 7.5 years. We want to do more. We want Government of India to support us by way of possibly taking a relook, reconsidering the entire ITIR project, which unfortunately has been scrapped by the NDA government. I urge you, sir, through you to the Honorable Prime Minister, to take a relook at the ITIR policy. And for a very progressive city like Hyderabad, for a very progressive state like Telangana, we can achieve more by way of getting the adequate support from Government of India. The second request I have for sir, we are in fact, as part of the Make in India campaign, Make in Telangana campaign, we have achieved a great deal of success in electronics manufacturing as well. The 2 electronics manufacturing clusters that we have currently in the city of Hyderabad are near to capacity, and we've urged the Department of Electronics and Communications, MeitY, to grant us at least 2 more electronics manufacturing clusters under EMC 2.0. I urge you, sir, and through you to the Honorable Prime Minister and Government of India to sanction more electronics manufacturing clusters to the city of Hyderabad and Telangana, so that we can continue with the mission of Honorable Prime Minister under the Make in India campaign. And the third thing, sir, and the third request I have for you, which falls directly under you. Sir, I have seen your statement on the Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, the InSpace Center. You have sanctioned 2 centers, sir. You have sanctioned one for Bangalore and one for Ahmedabad. So as you are aware, again, Hyderabad being an important hub for space research. In fact, former President Abdul Kalam had spent almost 12 years right here in our own city, sir. There are a number of defense labs. In fact, I'm proud to share with you, sir. We are a very important hub for aerospace and defense. And in fact, when India had sent MOM, the Mars Orbiter mission, more than 30% of the components of MOM were made by the SMEs in Hyderabad. So therefore, I urge you, sir, in the new age of startups, we also have some brilliant startups such as Skyroot and Dhruva, which are also headquartered here and which have been making waves in the Indian space tech industry, to grant an in-space center for Hyderabad. And I urge you to consider that, in your personal capacity also, sir. I also would like to quickly request you, sir, to set up a center of excellence in space, space research, so that Hyderabad can continue to grow and we can aid and assist, other cities and other states in India as well in the growth in our space tech sector. Once again, I thank and I offer my gratitude to the Honorable Minister, to Government of India, for choosing Hyderabad and Telangana as the venue for this wonderful event. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Telangana.
Thank you so much, sir.